I do what I love to do because I love to do it. It's not kite, it's me out there. But people who watch and see the kite and the movement, and you see the audience, the people are transfixed. They're not seeing me, they're seeing the kite. I got interested in kite flying in 1980. I never flew when I was a boy. I never even known what it was to have a kite. In fact, I thought it was for sissies. And in 1980, I was on holiday with the wife in Hawaii, and I saw some kite flyers flying sport kites, and I thought, I'd like to do that. But that's my starting. There was nobody you could ask. There was nobody you could go to. There was no books to read or anything at that time. So it was another good lesson because I was self-taught. From the mistakes I made, I learned how to fly. I figure it's okay to make a mistake as long as you don't make it twice. Records I'm most proud of is flying for 12 hours and 12 minutes. If you can fly for 12 hours, 12 minutes, it takes a lot of doing. So your mind must be other places. Most people ask me, they say, were you a pilot? You have such a gentle touch. And I say, no, but my job did help me very much in kite flying. And they excuse me, what was that? I said, I was a gynecologist. One lady said to me, asked me the same thing, and I told her, and her friend was standing by, and I could see in her eye, and she said, I wish he was my gynecologist. Mine's a brute. I went to bed one night and woke up completely deaf. And the doctors and everything said it was impossible, but after so many tests by Vancouver hearing, that they come to the conclusion that it was a very rare virus, which only happens to 1 in a million. They said, well, no problem, because you are 1 in a million. I was a little peed off and very depressed because of my hearing loss. I mean, why me? Why not Joe Brown, you know? So, but I had to go for a scan in the hospital, and while I was waiting, there was a load of children there, playing, wrestling, toughing on the floor, having a good time. I felt like going over and batting them around the ear because I was so depressed. But anyway, a matron or a head nurse came in and told the children to sit down, be quiet. This is not a park. And then I asked her what is wrong with the children, and she said they are waiting to use the scan because they are terminal cancer. And I thought to myself right away, I thought, Ray, you are a big crybaby. Here you are, 60-odd years old, and you're crying because you cannot hear. Look at these poor children. And it was like this guy upstairs gave me a big kick in the bum. And we all need that. We all need a kick in the bum. And I've never looked back since. It was a real lesson to me, you know. And when I see other people in wheelchairs and some younger people, I think, thank you for just taking my ears, eh? That's good stuff. This is one you'll find interesting there. This is 7 years old, this one now. It will live in here indefinitely, as long as you fertilize. But it's a nice conversation piece for somebody's home, especially new people you've never met before. And they say, oh, that's not, and you can talk. It's a conversation piece. Same as the wife and I. The wife is not interested in kite flying at all, but I'm a conversation piece for her. She's in the very, very last stages of being looked after in a home. Right? She's you guys being here now, then when you leave, 5 minutes later, she would not know you were there. She would lose all memory of you guys. It's a very terrible illness because it robs the mind of your memory. Most our-timers remember their childhood. They don't remember today. But my wife has lost it all. Not at all. But how can you have the guts to take somebody you've been with for 53 years, a good mother, good wife, but how can you do that? She's been on the waiting list and they've come for her many times, but how can you do it? How does a person deal with the unfairness of life? The only way you can do it is face it head on. You can't change it. It's unchangeable. But you have to learn to deal with it. Your head is your worst enemy. It's just getting yourself to deal with a problem. No matter how small or how big it is, it won't go away. Don't matter how much you wish it would, or wish you'd done this or that or the other, it will not. So you say, okay, this is the problem. Let's deal with it. And that's good stuff.